Hello, XRP community. The news we've all been waiting for continues to send shockwaves through the market. As we covered in the previous update, the legal battle between Ripple and the SEC has officially come to an end. The joint dismissal of all appeals means that after nearly 5 years, the case is closed and XRP stands with full regulatory clarity in the United States. But now that the lawsuit is behind us, the real question is, what comes next? Because what lies ahead could be even more transformative than the legal victory itself. One of the most significant things to watch now is adoption. Not just small-scale adoption, but the kind of global integration that XRP was built for. There are also several other developments and statements that should not be overlooked. Right now, XRP is showing a strong recovery, up over 10%, trading at $3.31. While that's an impressive move, the real milestone is still ahead. The all-time high of $3.84, which now looks within reach. Ethereum is trading near $3,892. Bitcoin is holding around $116,500, and the entire crypto market is in recovery mode. XLM is up a massive 14% to 46 cents, and HBER is gaining over 6% at 26 cents. The market as a whole looks ready to shift into the next gear, and XRP, alongside XLM, is leading the charge. The end of the lawsuit is more than a symbolic win. It clears the path for everything Ripple has been building to fully come online. In fact, back in 2021, JPMorgan, the largest bank in the United States, stated that if Ripple were to win the case against the SEC, XRP would be ready for significant adoption. That moment has now arrived. With the lawsuit over, there is nothing holding back banks, payment providers, and large institutions from using XRP for cross-border settlements, liquidity management, and tokenized asset transfers at scale. This is the moment the entire community has been waiting for, and Ripple is wasting no time. Just yesterday, they announced a strategic acquisition, the purchase of Rail, a company specializing in stablecoin infrastructure. Together, Ripple and Rail will become the go-to provider of stablecoin payment infrastructure for financial institutions around the globe. This is no coincidence. Ripple's acquisition of Rail is clearly designed to strengthen the Ripple dollar stablecoin ecosystem, allowing for faster issuance and wider integration. By owning the infrastructure, Ripple ensures it can scale stablecoin operations without relying on external providers, positioning itself as a dominant player in the growing stablecoin market. When you put the pieces together, the strategy becomes clear. Ripple knew the lawsuit's end was a matter of time, and they have been positioning themselves for the moment adoption could begin without legal overhang. The timing is perfect. Regulatory frameworks are advancing, and as the US moves to formalize crypto regulation, it cannot do so with major projects still under active litigation. This is why resolving the case was critical. It levels the playing field so that XRP can compete on equal footing in a regulated market. Now the door is open to some major developments. ETFs for XRP could become a reality. Large-scale banking adoption is now a legitimate short-term possibility. Real-world utility in the form of on-demand liquidity, tokenized asset settlement, and derivatives market integration is now far more likely. And speaking of derivatives, we can't ignore their potential. The derivatives market moves quadrillions of dollars annually, and positioning XRP as a bridge asset in that market could be one of the most significant use cases in its history. Stablecoins are another key area. With Ripple now owning Rail, they can dominate the stablecoin infrastructure space, making the Ripple dollar a central settlement asset in both retail and institutional payment systems. The market reaction to the lawsuit's end has been instant and intense. Trading volume on Upbit surged to $195 million in just 1 hour after the news broke. Net inflows into XRP hit $41 million, showing that fresh capital is moving in aggressively. Overall trading volume spiked over 1,200%, a sign that not only retail traders, but also larger players are repositioning themselves for what's coming next. All of this points to one conclusion. We are entering a new era for XRP. The legal uncertainty is gone, the infrastructure is being built, and the partnerships are already in place. Now the focus shifts entirely to execution, putting XRP at the center of the global financial system. With strategic acquisitions like Rail, with regulatory clarity in the US, and with a macroeconomic environment increasingly favorable to digital assets, XRP is positioned to lead the next wave of crypto adoption. For years, the XRP community has been patient, resilient, and unwavering in its belief that this day would come. Now it's here. The market is responding, institutions are watching, and the utility we've all been waiting for is ready to launch. The only question is how fast it can scale from here. This is not just about price. It's about positioning XRP as the backbone of a new financial era. The pieces are in place. The path is clear, and the next chapter is just beginning.